Hello, everybody, and welcome to TSO Daily. I'm your host, Mr. Craven. Okay, so I'm working on Easy Tips, a segment of my show that basically helps players save time in Elder Scrolls Online. There's so much stuff in Elder Scrolls Online, it can seem overwhelming even for the most experienced players. A lot of people are like, oh, what do I do? How do I do this? Where do I go? So that's what this segment's about, trying to save your precious time so you can play the game and get directly into what you're trying to accomplish. In today's episode, I'm going to explain where to get your PvP gear without the wait. One of the major problems in Elder Scrolls Online is simply this. You go PvPing, right? But there's a problem. You don't have any PvP gear. There's another problem. You don't have gold to buy PvP gear from other players on merchants. Why? Because you're PvPing. You're earning alliance points, not gold. Not essentially to get them out. So how do you get some of the needed gear other than overland sets? You need specifically a PvP set that drops in Cyrodiil from Rewards of the Worthy. Now keep in mind, Rewards of the Worthy only drop every 20,000 AP earned. So for some players will earn it faster than others. So can you really afford to wait since you have no gold and you're not getting a lot of Rewards of the Worthy? Probably not. So where do you go to buy PvP specific gear for Cyrodiil gear? Okay, that's a, if you hear that, 1 second. Okay, my granddaughter. Sorry about that. Anyways, okay, so this is where you're going to go. You're actually going to go to Vardenfell. Now, a lot of people kind of question the whole thing about pay to win or whatever. This is an expansion, a chapter of Morrowind, or Elder Scrolls. Morrowind is. And it comes in handy, especially when you're going to buy said pieces of PvP gear. Because what you want to go ahead and do, you want to take the Way Shrine, West Gash Way Shrine. If you first get into Morrowind and you don't know where this Way Shrine is, you're usually going to start off over here by Sade. And then you just move up until you find this Way Shrine. Now, once you find this Way Shrine, you're going to go over and you'll see a little black castle-looking icon called Alara. Once you come to Alara, you're going to see a vendor called Herbalash, and it's an elite gear vendor. So you go ahead and you talk to Herbala, and then right here you have it. Here are your sets. Now, once again, like the overland sets in Cyrodiil, these are kind of random. So they're kind of random sets that you pick up the coffers, but it tells you specifically what sets they are. And guess what? They cost AP and not gold. Saves you some time. Yes, it's random, but keep in mind you're looking for a specific set for your specific build. So it just saves you time. So like this is the defensive armor, unidentified jewelry, unidentified, blah, 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 blah. But you kind of go through it, right? But when you come here to the weapons, it says Transmutation, Marksman's, Lexis, Fasala's Gowls, Warrior's Fury. Okay, so you have the Vicious Death set right there. The medium armor, right? Same idea. Light armor, Transmutation, Vicious Death. Okay, heavy armor, Fasala's Guile, or Warrior's Fury. So Fasala's Guile or Warrior's Fury, I can buy this. Saves me time. I'm getting that Rewards of the Worthy, but it's not enough, so I need to find specific pieces and I don't have gold. Just saves me that time. If I'm looking for the weapons, they're here as well too. Okay? Simple stuff. So if you're looking for Cyrodiil PvP sets, and you're like, okay, where do I get these sets because I have no gold, but I have a shitload of AP, I'm earning AP. Well, you come here, and that's where you can buy the set pieces. So say I'm looking for Transmutation and I want light armor, right? I only have 50k, everything else is in the bank, but I'll go ahead and I'll buy 2 coffers. Okay, now I can go ahead, go into my inventory, open up the coffers, and there I have a hat of Transmutation and Shoes of Vicious Death. Now keep in mind, I got the Shoes of Vicious Death, but let's say I personally am going to be using that. Now I can resell it on a guild vendor if I don't need it. So I can now earn gold to buy said piece that maybe I didn't acquire. But let's say I'm going to use that piece, but it's not in the trade I need. Well, then that's where Clockwork City comes in, because then I can go and transmute it into an in-pen piece if that's the piece I'm needing. Now, if you're a Battleground player or you want to use Battleground sets, what we want to go ahead and do now, because you get the pieces as rewards for participating, but guess what you don't get? You don't get weapons. You're like, where in the hell are these weapons at for the Battleground weapons? Well, right now I'm about to show you where that is really quick. So once again, we're going to be in Morrowind. We're going to be in Vardenfell. We're going to go to Vivex City. So once we travel to Vivex City, there's going to be 2 way shrines. There's going to be one in the inner city and one on by the docks. We want to take the one by the docks, right? So we want to go to the Battleground tents. So that was one of the major problems when you were testing or we were going through Battlegrounds. We were like, okay, we're getting all the gear. We're not getting the weapons. So where's it at? So I'll show you real quick where this set's at. These are. So I'm going to come over. I'm going to go down by the docks. And I'm going to go back of this tent. And you're going to see a merchant. Battleground merchant. And then here are your Battleground weapons that, once again, cost AP. So if you're looking for a specific set, it will go ahead and tell you there's swords, there's your shields, the restoration staffs, the mauls. Once again, random. Keep that in mind. But AP, not gold, saves time. Hope this helps. If anybody has any questions, comments, post below. If you like the video, please hit a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. I do want to thank you guys for watching. I'm Mr. Craven, the CSO Daily, and have a nice day.